live. Good morning, Juan.
Good morning.
Oh, man, I just noticed that you actually have that hat. That's glorious. I gotta poke Andre. Top merch was supposed to be live already, and it's not yet, and that's sad. Freaking smack him around, get that stuff going on. Good morning to TG, Ramonster, and Red. Wait a minute, aren't you Ramonster?
Man, I'm Ramonster.
Well, good morning to you again. Dapper, what's up? Crypto Sherbets, what's up? Okay, so this morning we wanted to chat a little bit about what is coming up in the near future for LaunchBAGZ. And an idea that I kind of tossed out willy-nilly yesterday. We actually had a great conversation about it after that, so we're going to sort of explore that, see what you guys think about it. Long story short, we've got drops that are getting planned. There's a few different people that are kind of working on tokenomics. They're getting some stuff ready. We don't have anything to kind of drop immediately. There's also like a bit of a Juan summer break thing coming up that is a bandwagon that I am going to jump on. Hopefully my internet didn't just blitz out. Juan is back. All right.
Yes, sorry for that.
No, that's okay. I was worried it was me. My internet's been real squirrely today. So anyway, we've got like a bit of time to contemplate some stuff, to do some consolidation, which I think is a good thing anyway. But I'm gonna jump on this summer break bandwagon and only have one job for a week and a bit, which honestly sounds great to me. It sounds really good. Sounds glorious. But after that, like, there's a lot of stuff coming up after that. I think we can talk about something that if those projects aren't ready to drop in August, then we're going to be able to have some fun doing some stuff. And again, like these first 10 drops that we wanted to do, the experiments that we wanted to run, the experimenting is the point, right? Like testing different things in the medium. And people can call us greedy, I guess, for all the tens of dollars that we've made.
Well, if you think about that, we haven't made basically nothing.
Less than nothing. I mean, like, honestly, like, it's not like they're good faith arguments from a good faith person. They're really bad faith arguments from a very bad faith person. So that's fine. But it's just like that. The experimenting is the point. So again, if anybody is asking you guys, what the hell we're doing, that was always the point. We were going to launch 10 things. We were going to explore the medium. We were going to figure out new things the LaunchBAGZ was going to need, and we have done that, right? And it's only getting better. So anyway, today we're going to talk about like a bit of a brainstorming idea that we sort of chatted about a little bit yesterday and this morning. And then maybe we'll take a look at.
I just want to go back to what you say, that we have made those tens of dollars, because I think that if there's someone complaining about whatever that, I don't know if he realizes that we have 2 senior developers hired, not in India, not in Latin America, but we have those developers hired in Europe, which is extremely expensive. And we are investing both your time and my time. And we are paying for the tools and many things, the infrastructure. So come on, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. And I'm sorry brought it up, because giving it any oxygen is a mistake. But it's just so dumb.
And I don't know who is complaining, and I don't want to know who is complaining. But I think that if someone is complaining that we're making money with this, it's someone who for sure does not have a clue about how to make business.
Very true. And really, when we are making money, people will just complain more. Because I mean, I don't know if anybody watching this, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Juan and I are in business to make money at some point.
Really?
Forswear. Pearl clutching jackass. Anyway, and I was like,
let's move on.
Moving on with some aggression. So I dropped this silly idea yesterday. What I thought was a silly idea. Most again, because we might have some time, between the next kind of official drops and when we kind of get back rolling, aggressively once we get back from our little break, that's coming up in a little bit. Anyway, so the whole idea is I want to see more tokens drop, even if they don't have massive teams and yada 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 yada, right? I think that I want to explore the idea that you can have something that drops just from the power of its own meme. And then I was like, hey, like what, maybe we could have a situation where we pick or brainstorm like 4 or 5 different ideas, and people could basically like throw money at an NFT that was for that idea. And once they hit $100 or $500 or whatever, then that would be the first one, and we would launch that one. And of course, all that money would go into the initial liquidity, right? Which is just happy fun times. And Juan had a much better idea because we have a Melania who does all of our things, all of our thumbnails and stuff, which is just super fun. I really like the one from today. I need to let her know. But we could like make some legitimate, concepts, right? With a little bit of brainstorming. And like, is fuck around and find out going to be on there? Of course it is. Community crowdsource build. Exactly. Like we can all come up with some ideas for it. And again, like whichever idea has the most juice win. And then of course, Juan came in with the clincher, in my opinion. Is again, like we would want to have the vast majority of the tokens go out to the community, I think. And then just run it on a DAO, right? Like whoever owns the token, we set the DAO up on Wax DAO, and whatever that community decides to do with that little token, have fun, go to town, right? You do whatever the hell you want to do with it, which sounded really fun. And like just as a package to sort of if we do end up having a little bit of time between launches, then we can kind of explore that as a medium, right? You have the whole community involvement and stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's a very nice experiment to see if your theory that a meme token can live on its own. Right. I added a little bit there to not leave it completely unattended, but really have a DAO that manages it. So, but I think it's a nice experiment, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I agree, and that's the thing. Like, there's a significant probability that it'll get lost to the dustbins of history. But again, like if we all think the idea is fantastic, and if anybody wants to take part of the DAO or whatever, my only guess is that it will be better than zero. And in fact, it'll be better than many projects that are already on Wax, even just standing on its own. But we'll see. I could end up being entirely wrong about that.
Not only on Wax, I think that on multiple chains. Just think about this. You always mention that on Solana there are 600,000 meme coins. I'm pretty sure that this will be much better than many of those 600,000 meme coins, because first off, it won't be a scam. It will be an experiment, and it should be community led. So I think it can be
like
it can only be good.
Right off the bat, we're ahead of 70% of Solana projects.
Yes.
Not a rug. Okay. Good.
Yeah. So I think it can be something very, very nice.
Yeah, I think it could be fun.
If you guys have any ideas, for memes, let's brainstorm. Throw them in the comments. Throw them on the LaunchBAGZ Telegram, and we'll see.
Yeah, and so I think like so what we would do is we get 4 or 5 sort of token names or ideas or whatever, right? Obviously, like I would like to throw FAFO in there because I'm still annoyed that it isn't real. For tons of reasons. I think fuck around and find out is too good not to be a thing. But obviously I'm biased. Anyway, so we'll throw that in there. And whatever else people come up with. And again, like how do you feel about because obviously there's a sort of cottage industry around bringing really good ideas from other chains to Wax. Is that something that we should encourage or allow, or should we try and like break out and try and do new stuff, do you think?
I think that we should try to bring things that make sense here, but we should also try to adopt what works and try to innovate on top of that, add some twist and make it more interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little bit what we are trying to do also with the mini app, which is already a work in progress. And so I think that we're doing something using the base of something that has worked for many projects on other chains, and try to do it for LaunchBAGZ and Wax, and maybe even other chains.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Speaking of which, yeah, well, we'll talk about that later. I started researching one that just so that you guys know, this is like cat thing or whatever. It has 24 million users and 3.5 daily users, which is 3.5 million daily users, and did like what was it, 16 million in revenue, something like that. And again, like a lot of very similar ideas, right? It's not just that you're going in and doing some tapping, you're doing a little bit more stuff. It's a little bit more involved. There's an instantaneous kind of play to earn vibe, not like a thing only in the future, but there's also like medium term goals and long term goals and all stuff we've been talking about from the beginning, which is really fun, right? Just because I think we have a lot of really cool things that we can do there. So yeah, I'm getting more excited about that stuff all the time because I think it's gonna allow us to expand our sort of base audience really aggressively, which I think is going to be great for all the things that we're doing, right? And our kind of partner projects and stuff as well. But anyway, I get a little bit obsessed about that.
You know, there's something I just remembered, and I think I didn't even share it with you earlier.
Go on.
But if you go now to LaunchBAGZ, the fee that LaunchBAGZ takes has been reduced to 2.5%. So it's no longer 7%. Now it's 2.5%. And if you add an on-transfer fee, it's no longer 0.5% fixed fee. It's 20% of the total fee that you create, capped at 0.5%.
Right. So you could do like a 1% fee, and then that's only going to be 0.2% that comes to LaunchBAGZ.
For LaunchBAGZ and 0.8% for the other wallets that you defined.
Yeah, good changes. And again, this came from feedback from Adrian, who's obviously a really good friend of ours and somebody we respect a lot. And yeah, so again, like going back to our principles of sort of maximum freedom and maximum reduction of friction. It kind of made sense, right? And again, like looking at the ecosystem, that ease of creating tokens whenever you want is sort of a huge deal. So yeah, it's going to be. I think those are really good changes. And again, on the 2.5%, 1% of that is still going to go out to the community and to the ecosystem. So that's how we're gonna split that up. And again, of course, on the 7%, 2% of that is going to go back out to the ecosystem, and that's where like the Telegram app ends up playing such a huge role, right? Because you're not just like earning bags, which we're going to incorporate into the app, but the rest of the tokens that we drop, the ones that we're partnering with, are going to have the ability to go out to many people and obviously have a chance to get at that attention. So I guess one of the things we were talking about with the 7% thing, right? Like if you want to opt in for the 7%, then that's basically getting into the Telegram app first, frankly, like when we start doing activities or whatever.
Yes, exactly. I think that's something very important to say, that we will still charge the 7% fee for projects that we are actively promoting, and we are doing all the work, all the technical work, and the promotion for the team, right? Until the moment of the launch. After that, it's on them.
Yep. Well, and again, like I think even after that, if we are more vested, like I as somebody who would be starting a project, I would want to have us more vested, because then if it's on my mind, I'm going to be talking about it a lot more.
Yeah, no, of course, right? It doesn't mean that we're going to forget about the project and do nothing anymore. But
this is like
what I mean is if the project does not have a solid plan and activities planned for the future with their token, then there's a problem, and there's nothing we can do there.
100%. We can't make them successful. We can just do all that we can to help, for sure.
Yes,
that is definitely a thing. Any respect? Hello. So no ideas yet. I mean, Should we make TC coin? Is that a thing that we should do? Even wrecked. Has anybody seen a wrecked coin anywhere? Because I haven't. That might be fun. Like super super degen token of doom. Yeah, that'd be really good. All right, here's a question. So again, like the R1 fart token.
No man, R1 it's already there. No more versions of R1.
Juan, did he send you what he made?
No, and I hope he doesn't.
And I hope he doesn't. Okay, definitely nobody share that with Juan. I'll save him from it today.
Oh man, now I have to go and check the.
I don't think it's. I didn't see it in the Telegram chat, but I wasn't looking. He sent it to me via DM. Say, hey, anytime you're not in a great mood, just watch this, and he knows that I have the comedic sense of a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, busy building a real 100% crypto shorts. We know are super stoked about that.
Yes,
it's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good indeed.
When that's ready, we will be as well, which is real good. Okay, I mean they're just because it's necessary.
Yeah.
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot
dog. You will play it again, so yeah. No.
I just your face was priceless, and like, does that make seriously? I do have the comedic sense of a 12-year-old boy, and sometimes I feel like I should apologize for that, but I probably won't. I'm just not gonna do it. Too freaking funny. Too funny. So what's going on in the space today? I think the blend for. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Did you want?
Yeah, no. The blend for to redeem a non-liquidity token will open in 11 minutes. So that's an interesting one.
Do you want to fire me the link for that, and I'll throw it in the.
Yes, let me get that because it's together with the R1 drops that I was creating just before this. So let me check. Oh, yes. Yeah, here I think we should have checked out with Anon to see what he has planned for the liquidity, what kind of incentives or what's he doing. I just pasted the link there so you can share it.
Mm-hmm.
Make a tip coin.
If anyone helps you out, this could be the coin you use to tip them. Also use a
tipping
in the USA is getting out of hand.
Interesting.
That is interesting. All right. I mean, threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
Already. I'm gonna go check the I'll check the Anon thing, see if he's got a announcement. Oh yeah. So there's the Anon golden card. Okay.
Oh, where is that? I haven't seen that.
It's in the I'll show you. It's in the announcements channel in the Anon thing. Let me show you. All right. Introducing the Anon golden card.
Oh.
Yeah. We're excited to unveil the Anon golden card, a key that will unlock the doors to numerous future endeavors that our project has in store for the world. What lies beyond this key, you may wonder. Will it grant you the power to vote on crucial decisions? Will it enable you to stake your claim in the digital realm? Could it offer you exclusive early access to groundbreaking innovations, or perhaps even shower you with airdrops of untold value? Who doesn't want to get showered with airdrops? It sounds a little bit gross now that I'm thinking about it, but okay. Only time holds the answer to these mysteries. We urge you to hold your golden card close. Let its weight in your hand serve as a reminder of the extraordinary journey that awaits those who possess it. The path ahead is shrouded in secrecy and excitement, and those who hold the golden card will be at the forefront of a revolution unlike any other. I mean, threaten me with a good time. That's cool.
Oh, yes.
So
how do I get mine?
Yeah, 100%. Apparently, we have to stay tuned for that one.
Okay.
We don't
nice.
know yet. Yeah. But probably don't dump your Anon because you're gonna want that stuff.
I will definitely don't dump my Anon.
Indeed. Yeah, I gotta get me that freaking gold card. What's up?
Yeah, for sure.
I see people are having fun with the with the Herbot. Yeah, cool beans.
Is it already installed, the Hairbot?
Yeah, I put it in LaunchBAGZ.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Bitcoin Blues Brothers helped as usual. He's a very helpful dude.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. They got that stuff going on. Super stoked about that. All right.
Yeah, so going back to things that are happening on LaunchBAGZ in the future, I think we have the mini app that we are working on. We have new tokens coming. We have at least 2 people that have contacted me to share their interest to release something. They are still fine tuning their ideas, but that's good. We have the drop that Corey just mentioned with 5 possibilities, and we'll see what happens. I think I like that one a lot. But we also have many other things like preparing Wax on Edge for to have the possibility to place limit orders, and that will allow us to start organizing trading competitions, which I think could be something very good for the ecosystem.
Yeah, no, that's going to be fun. Well, and you were saying too, like the having the ability to do limit positions might also enable us to have those sort of trading, almost like trading strategy bots.
Yes, that's also something that can come later. It's not the top priority because first we need that, and something that I would really like to have before starting with a trading strategy bot is something very simple, which is being able to DCA in and out of a position, like what you can do on Jupiter. So I think that's something that would be very nice to have before we move with the strategies.
Couldn't we just do that now?
No.
Why not? It's just a buy order. Like it's just a swap. Couldn't you initiate a swap with a script?
Yes, of course. But it's more complex than that.
Is it? How so?
Yeah, of course you can do it with a script, but where will that script run? Where will your order be? When does it have to be triggered? So there are many things to consider, and we have to make sure that the platform is prepared to handle that in a scalable way. We could do it just the commando way, but I think that that's not really
I mean that's
what we should do.
This is where when it comes to like the financial instrument stuff, like the commando way, I totally just never mind anything that I say about that. It's a terrible idea. Yeah, I was just wondering what the actual technical sort of requirements would be, right? So you're saying
and here what Crypto Shorts is saying, having the possibility to place a limit order, placing a stop loss, take profit. I think that's amazing. The trailing stop loss, that would be in my opinion, I would leave that for a next iteration because it's more complex. But yeah, being able to place a limit order and then have a stop loss and a take profit, that's invaluable. And if we really want to bring some trading activity to Wax, we need the proper tools to do it. So
and being able to do that in an environment that's actually using swap again, where all the liquidity is, right? Because I've seen people want to have Alcor spot markets and stuff like that, and I just don't see the point. There's no volume there.
There's no volume. And there are no incentives to have that volume. So it has to be a twofold thing. So yeah, that's for me something we have to do in the upcoming months. And that's also another thing that I wanted to mention, because once we come back from the summer break, we will start incentivizing teams to create tokens on LaunchBAGZ via prices. For example, for the token with the largest liquidity, with the largest trading volume over a certain period of time, and so on. So we have a lot of activities planned for end of August and from September on.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yes, for sure.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, and it'll be good to sort of be able to if we're doing that little sort of crowdsourced community kind of thing too, that the DAO can sort of take part in that and try and win it. Which would be fun. I do want to get to Red's question here. So they got all their bets. He's equipped with miners, which is fantastic. I don't. I need to get the fuck on that.
Yes.
realized I'm gonna have to unequip and re-equip, all of them every season. Is there any way to mass unequip all of them?
Yeah, not at the moment, but that's something that we were discussing with Max earlier today or yesterday. I don't remember because it's really annoying. I have to do that. Oh, I also have to do that manually, and I'm only at Betsy number 9, and I'm already like, oh, what the fuck? This is too hard. So yes, in the future we will have an easier way to do it, and yeah, for sure that will come.
All right.
That will come for season 2. Then we will have at least 45 days to prepare and be ready to make everybody's life easier.
Awesome sauce.
Which
Awesome sauce.
now that we're talking about the real one, we will also on Saturday people will be able to claim their NFTs, their liquidity, just like the ones from Anon in 3 minutes. And when that happens, we will also have incentivized farms for the liquidity pools directly on the LaunchBAGZ site. The 4 main pools, the WAX, Nifty, USDT, and WOF, will be incentivized with some more WOF if you stake it instead of removing the liquidity.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely.
And things that are also happening is that we are now working on a page that that allows adding liquidity to the LaunchBAGZ pools easier. Good. And and swapping and checking all the farms in a single location. So we are working on that also.
Yeah, that's awesome. So again, right now, for anybody that doesn't know, and I'm sure most of you guys actually know this already, but right now for the farms that you can create on the LaunchBAGZ platform, via the Wiener page or a non-page or whatever, you create that liquidity on Wax on Edge, and the way to find that is to go to the wallet on Wax on Edge and then hit open positions, and then you'll be able to see where you can add liquidity and get those liquidity tokens, and then you can stake those liquidity tokens into the farms that are again on the LaunchBAGZ platform. So basically, what Juan is saying, again, you get started, but just so that I understand it properly. You're going to be able to actually do all of that in one place. Again, like that theory of the case, I think it's never going to get old, right? So if you're going to make liquidity for a thing and then stake it, you do it all on one page. You're doing it all on the Wiener page or all on the Fed page or whatever, and have that be integrated. That's really cool.
Yeah, and in reality, I don't want to use the NFTs directly, but liquidity, as Crypto Shorts is mentioning here. I want to. Error message on the Anon blend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it's not. Now it's time. Let me
check that out.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Let me quickly check that blend.
Hey, can I get a no fuck?
Can you get what? Sorry.
Nothing. I just wanted to know. Fuck.
Error encoding.
Guys,
error.
It's working? No. Oh, fuck, no. It's not working. And here I will need to change some code. Oh, fuck, no. Oh, fuck, no. Oh, fuck, no. Oh, fuck, no. Oh, fuck.
Now, again, easily amused. Let
me check because this should be.
All right, checking it out.
Yeah, checking what's going on, but yeah, there's an encoding error indeed.
What would make an encoding error? I haven't seen one of those before.
This is a first one, but also remember that it's the first time we claim an LP token in a blend. So yeah, there might be something going on there, but don't worry, guys. We're already on top of that, and I'll update you as soon as that is solved.
Awesome sauce.
Let me just notify Anon. Yeah.
Awesome. Indeed. Exactly. So yeah, and this is Juan and I were actually talking about this before as well. So for the R1 LP staking, right? So when that when you can unstake after that 15 days. You'll do this blend, obviously, once we get these blends fixed, and then you'll have the LP token, and then you'll stake that token. So it's going to be basically like a normal LP farm. It's just going to be set for WUF.
And the reason why I don't want to use the NFT is that as much as I love Mike and WaxDAO, I hate the UI. So I want to put pressure on our team to create the nice UI to allow us to to create NFT farms from LaunchBAGZ.
Yeah, and all the stuff is there already anyway, right? Like the goal is, encourage people to keep their liquidity and get the token. The token farms are a thing that already exists. So it's sort of being able to stake NFTs is going to be fun, but it's hardly necessary. Right? Like there's other places for that, and for this specific goal is just not needed.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Yes. Let's see what happens with that. Jose is already checking it, and I expect to have a solution shortly.
Excuse me. Okay, sounds good.
You're good. Tired, Corey.
Dude, I'm telling you, this playing the gigs in the sun. I'm still recovering. I'm like getting a little bit too old for this shit. Maybe, I don't know. And then I had to do another one on Monday. I wake up tired. It's not good. I just got to get tougher and freaking buckle down and get stuff. But yeah, no, it's gonna be really nice actually to take a little break and come back refreshed.
Yes.
And like we've already got stuff, like tons of stuff planned, which is gonna be good, right? It's gonna be able to.
But also to clarify that this also means that we will have there won't be an NFT show for the upcoming 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, when does that start? When does our summer break start?
Our summer break starts on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And it ends, when does that end? Let me check.
TC, I do need a sailing trip. I don't know if you're talking to me or Juan, but I want it to be me. Yeah, Michelle and I have actually been talking about that since, our little sort of life plan has taken a hard left turn. We've been talking about what we want to do, and going for a little sailing trip somewhere is definitely very, very high up on the list.
I can recommend the Med.
What's that?
The Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
Yes.
It's all right.
You won't regret. You won't regret.
I believe it. Yeah, I saw a picture of Juan's boat, and it looks fast, is what it looks like. That was the first thought I had, was like, this thing probably smokes.
Yeah, but it's not really fast, it's because it's a small boat, so it's not as fast as you would think.
Okay,
but it's nice. I think it's nice.
This is the way. This is the way. I've been even looking at like there's like the old center consoles from way back in the day. I can't remember their names now, but they're like pretty big. I see them every once in a while out here in the Gulf of Mexico, which of course is like idiotically shallow. So they have the sort of longer but really shallow keels and stuff. But they've been, on the water for, freaking 30, 40 years or whatever. And Michelle's always like, oh my God, they're so old. Yeah, they've been floating effectively for 40 years. And that's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, because I don't need to go fast. I don't like at all. It's fun, but it's I'm just as good going half the speed as long as I'm doing it tomorrow instead of 3 years from now.
True.
You know what I mean? Hey, Juan. Yeah, we are aware.
We are aware of the problem, and we are fixing it. We just redeployed a version of something. I don't know exactly what, and we have to test in a couple of minutes. So I'm giving it a couple of minutes before I let you guys know if it's already working or not. But we will announce it shortly.
What he said. Hey, thanks for coming in to let us know. I appreciate it. Good looking out. Let me see here.
Yeah, I think we still have to wait a little bit.
Oh, that's actually the
What happened?
Oh, I was just looking at the 1% things. I think Dr. Steve still has one
Yes,
of the things that
he claimed
hasn't claimed
two
yet.
of the NFTs, and there's still one that it's in the blend.
Yeah. Wonder why he
Yeah,
did that.
one of the
I'll
other
fire him a
versions.
message. You should be able to get them all.
No, I think that if he asked me. He asked me, will there be a limit there? And I think he wants to leave it there for later.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah, I think so.
Just like, well, because he like basically has an NFT now that is 1% of those things. So if he wanted to, sell 1% of a non-supply, he could do it as an NFT right now, right?
Yes,
If
give
he
me 1
felt like
second
it.
because I have to communicate here with Jose.
Yeah. I will. It's funny. I was
There's,
gonna attempt to be entertaining, but why attempt when you can succeed?
I'm a hot dog. I'm a hot dog.
Sorry. It's
Yeah.
the things in life, man.
It's part of the problem. So yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, Crypto Shorts, thanks for the update there. 2 more projects locked in for launch on Crypto Alpha, which is fun. If you guys aren't on Crypto Alpha yet, you should get on there. Shipple just launched a partnership with them. They're doing I think 90 days of Shipple mining on Crypto Alpha. Great little Telegram app.
Yeah, that's nice.
And really good friends of ours. Yep. And they're gonna have tons of more collabs going on too, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
Man.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Oh, you know what? I know what I was doing before the one, but I'll do it after the show because details.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was gonna buy more Betsy's, and
that's always a good idea. If you want to buy more Betsy's, it's always a good idea.
This is something I hadn't considered, Red. So was it Red that says it? Where's I know things. No, I think it was Stefan. So buy new Betsy's so you can still get 50% for the old ones. So I don't know. I wonder if that would make sense. Yeah, TC, there's no miners left. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. I need to count them, but I don't think I have enough Betsy's to handle all the miners that I pick up.
But count them before buying more.
Right? Yeah. I want to get that squared away. But I mean, at the same time, if I buy more, I can just wait for season 2 and make sure I get that many more miners because I'm hoping we'll do more of those this next time. But yeah, it'll be interesting, right? Like depending on the viability of where that goes, and maybe it comes down to what the price action is. I'm not really sure, how we would calculate that. But I wonder if there is a case where it would make more sense to buy all new mining rigs on the second round, like Betsy and miner and automator combinations, because your old ones still run at 50%. I'm really curious to see what the details would have to be where that would sort of make sense with the calculator.
Yeah, I think that there's a calculation to be made there, and also for us as a project, we have to see how many new miners we're going to release. So maybe it's interesting. I think there has to be a choice to be made there on should I take my old miner and blend it with whatever to get a new miner, or should I sell it on secondary market and buy the new miner directly from the drop? So I don't know. We'll make it interesting there.
Yeah. So, Stefan, will the the automators be upgradable, or will we have to buy new ones for season 2? Could we do as long as there's wax coming in to do that same thing, right? Where it's there's wax coming in, it's going to go in to buy stuff off the market to go put in the road. I really love that. As long as we could do that, I would be for that for sure.
Yeah, because that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to. I think today I'll be closing the automators drop, even if there's not sold out, because we didn't expect them to sell out. And I'm going to remove the possibility to buy Betsy's with R1. because I have to prepare all the R1 for the mining pool, and I have to take all the wax from the automators to buy back R1 from the market.
Got it.
So yeah.
All right. So
yeah, and season 2, I don't know. Maybe they should be upgradable, or I don't know. We'll see how things go here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, right? Even if you were upgrading them and it was like 80% of the wax plus the old NFT or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's still like, we want wax to come in for every automator. I think that's sort of like a something we wouldn't want to, because like as an example, like you could sell your GPUs to buy an ASICs, right? So like what's that sort of cost variability going to be when you go to sell a GPU before the next big Bitcoin miner comes out, right? Like what's that sort of economic situation look like?
Yeah, we'll have to run some calculations there.
Cool beans.
Then we'll
get out calculators, funsies.
Sorry guys for the delay with these NFTs. Oh la la. Still
not working?
No, there's it's a different error now. I know what is happening. So yeah, we are working on the solution, but it might take a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So I wonder what this would look like actually. So TC said it would be nice to upgrade them. Then eventually you'll have a fully dressed Betsy, like the miner Betsy or what have you. Would that work? Like if you did or maybe just like, I guess you wouldn't even need to necessarily upgrade it, right? So like if we were going to do that, you have the old one, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, but you could just like give a deal to, okay, you're whitelisted if you have the miner equipped to the Betsy or whatever, then you get the new one, and then you have the combination or whatever, right? Then even like, I wonder, like, if you just increase some kind of probability of having both of them on there by like 1% or something, that might be cool too.
Get the number 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
I
like
agree with
the future too. That's interesting.
Yeah, Stefan has also a good comment there, and I thought about that. I thought that I should not buy all at once from the market, but it's tricky because then I cannot fully add it to the rewards. So, but there's a plan for all of that. We'll see how it works. Remember that here we're learning and experimenting, and we'll see how it goes.
Indeed. How much are these?
Let me try this. No, not yet.
Gotta love staircases. All right.
But it's almost there, I think.
Yeah.
It's almost there, but still have to wait a few minutes. A couple of more minutes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Always trying new things comes with some challenges.
Yep.
But yeah.
If you're not having to fix stuff, then you're not moving fast enough.
True.
That's just in my humble opinion, as the guy who technically can't fix anything. It's easy for me to say.
Yeah.
So you're saying something about 45 days. Like, is there a plan to do a time on the rewards, or is it still sort of how long it takes to mine it out? Or I guess there's two things, like you set that up or in advance.
Well,
right?
The automators mine at at a predefined rate. They will mine your BETs once per hour.
Right. So like whatever's in that rewards pool, you're going to know.
Yes, we know the size of the reward pool, and we know what is the maximum that can be mined every time. So it will at least last 45 days. But as you can get half reward, that means that if there are too many half rewards or too many zero tokens rewards, then the season will extend a little bit. But I don't expect it to extend.
It should average out pretty close, right? That's like the block rewards are supposed to be 10 minutes, but it could be 9.5. It could be 10.5. You know, it's sort of wherever the difficulty ends up being or whatever. So that makes sense that it's sort of
So we'll see, and from this we will adjust to the next season.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. Well, did you see that the I think I said to you the Ethereum ETF did $1 billion in volume in its first day?
Yes.
That seems relevant.
Very interesting net positive flow. I think it was 106 million.
You said that was on
almost 107.
Oh, there we go. How does that compare
to Bitcoin? We don't know, because Bitcoin had yesterday net negative, and I don't have a way to go back to see what were the net positives for the when the Bitcoin ETF started trading. So no, that's I didn't realize you were talking about Ethereum. But just in context, the last 3 days of Bitcoin are extremely positive. No, I think yesterday was negative.
Yes, last 3 days total was very positive.
Last 3 days total, yes.
It was like basically the better part of 1,000 over the preceding 2 days, and then down 78, right? So it's basically up 827 over the last 3 days. So still, it's the trend is definitely moving in a very positive direction. Had a killer week last week too. That's good.
Yeah.
More swallowed up Bitcoin for the win. BlackRock moved $1 billion in ETH to Coinbase just before preparing. What's the Pluck derivatives market? What's that?
What is what? Sorry.
Crypto Short said something about the Pluck derivatives market. I don't know what that is. So let's find out.
Yeah, still testing here, and there's something wrong with this blend, but should be ready soon.
All right, that's cool. All right, I found one link about it, but it's in Bloomberg, and let me read it. So, Crypto Shorts, let us know what Plug derivatives are.
I think this is a challenge for. It will be a challenge.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, because what happens is that when an account hasn't received a token, you cannot send it directly to the account. It will give you an error saying that you don't have any balance of that. And I don't know how to solve that. But we have Jose checking that, so we'll see.
Oh, thanks, Crypto Shorts. This is an example of me taking things too literally. So apparently, Pluck is a nice way of saying fuck, which is nice. Yeah, pluck those derivatives markets. I should probably say pluck more often, and yet I probably will not. But yeah, no, derivatives markets are spicy, and that's the thing, right? Like I want to be excited about the ETFs, but creating a very big place for Wall Street traders to short Bitcoin has always freaked me out a little bit.
But you can already short Bitcoin.
Not on Wall Street, you couldn't, but you can now.
Yeah.
Right, like the amount of money in crypto compared to the amount that runs through Wall Street.
Yeah.
You know, it's just many orders of magnitude different,
Yeah.
right? Like you can have a guy on a trading desk that can move Bitcoin now. You know, just more people with that level of capital to you know, exposed to the issue. And again, like it could also go very well, but it just, you could also, you know, get nuked, which is a whole thing. Yeah, derivative markets is why the world is in this situation. It's definitely one of the reasons. I mean, that's, everybody remembers the housing market crisis here in the United States. That's exactly what that was. That got way out of hand. And then, of course, like they tried to solve it with the whole Dodd-Frank thing, and even that wasn't strong enough. And they've been destroying it ever since. You know, little bit by little bit. So even like banks now are leveraged to the tune of like 100 to 1, which is just nuts. That means like if they have $100 worth of assets, they have 100 times that they're lending out to people, which is just completely bonkers. Yeah. So and that's not even that bad, right? The total value of derivatives on the planet is 4 times the value of everything on Earth. How does that work? It's just because, honestly,
it just can't. It's not sustainable. It can't.
As hyper intelligent monkeys, we like to make stuff up about the stuff that we make up. Because again, like all money's made up in the first place, so now we're just making up stuff about the made up stuff. It's actually like it's silly, but you know, we do silly things as monkeys. I don't know if you've met us before, but yeah, not everything we do is perfectly sane all of the time. Yep. All right, so that thing's gonna get fixed, and obviously we'll let Anon know. We'll let everybody know in the Telegram channel once it gets fixed.
Absolutely.
I don't imagine it'll take too much longer, but yeah, when they started selling bank insurance as derivatives, that's when the shit hit the fan. And really, like if you think about the that was actually sort of an attempt to strengthen the system against you know, massive fails, right? The only thing is like the banks were all investing in their own insurance to support each other. So if like any more than 2 of them go, the whole house of cards just gets blown over. It's never dull. It's never dull. But you know, we'll be fine. I mean, like the argument that's out there now, I have always, you know, been a little bit leery about oh my God, the whole financial situation is going to fail, because I've seen it try to fail a couple times and they won't let it, right? And they won't let it because there's so much institutional momentum and incentive, you know, between whether it's the Reserve or any country, frankly, and its entire financial system. They don't have to let it fail. Like money is invented. They can just invent a way out, which they tend to do. So like the whole like, oh my God, debt's going to kill us, blah, 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 blah. That's just a story. And it's a pretty fun story, but it's not actually connected to anything. All that said, the whole idea that there's the possibility for you know, destabilization. Obviously, inflation is getting sort of better now, but it's been really, really bad. The whole idea that you would want to have Bitcoin as a hedge makes all the fucking sense to me in the world, except that it's been following the normal markets. Like it's been correlated. Is that breaking yet?
Correlated. Well, right now it's not really correlated because you have things like the S&P 500 making all-time highs and Bitcoin isn't. So, but
right, it's like it's flirting with it. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, that's, to me, if it was really going to be a sort of strategic hedge, it would be counter correlated. Like it wouldn't be correlated. But now, granted, maybe it could be correlated, but then if the market really, really dumps, it doesn't, maybe, or something like that. Yeah, I mean that's say if one of the candidates actually allowed Bitcoin to be a reserve currency, crypto will explode. I mean I think it's an interesting question, that's for sure. I think they should do it. I think it'd be fun. But I mean, like, again, the other thing to think about, this is kind of it's a gimmick by a gimmick candidate, and that's as far as we'll go on that. The amount of market cap in Bitcoin very simply could not possibly be a relevant strategic reserve for the US government. It's like, you know, they need an ocean and you can put 1 grain of sand in it. It's just not a thing. Now, granted, like if they could force it, like, and they like, I don't know, like million X the Bitcoin price, maybe, right? That would be, I mean, that'd be great for us. It's not going to happen. Yep.
Maybe it will happen, but over a long period of time. They
Right?
cannot rush it because it's
that's true.
It doesn't make sense.
It's a scale problem, but it's not an insurmountable scale problem. Like that's it's definitely interesting. Only because things are still priced in fiat. When we start pricing things in Satoshis, Bitcoin will absorb the value of everything on the rock. I mean that's the dream. It's always been, even from the first time that I heard about Bitcoin, the whole idea that governments and kings have been making currency since we started civilization, basically, right? Like the only other versions of that were like, hey, we're going to use these shells, which is basically just like your Native American Uncle Ted just deciding, right? Like that we've been telling this interesting story about how to trade and have value since civilization started, basically, right? And for the first time in history, this thing was independent of our capacity to tell different stories about it. It got encoded in math. And that just, I don't preach to the choir here, but it's a beautiful and elegant thing that exists now, right? And the whole idea that Wall Street's paying any attention to it is nuts. If you'd asked me that like 10 years before, if they'd ever be able to do an ETF, I would have put the chances at about 10%. And I would have been 90% wrong. So it's exciting. I think your point is really well taken. Like just these things take time, and it just kind of goes through. Yeah, just wait 2 more halvings. No argument there.
I think it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time in the end. But just guys, an update: the blend is working correctly right now. So if you have liquidity NFTs from Anon, you can already claim them.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, and do whatever you think it's best. I'm sure that I won't sell my Anon right now.
No, I want to get one of those gold cards.
But
and credit, they look really cool. Like ordinarily, I don't spend a whole lot of time thinking about the aesthetics of it, but it looks pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, US owns the biggest share of BTC over other countries. And I would imagine that's just from like seized Bitcoin from the Silk Road days or whatever, or whatever else.
I don't know. It's only seized Bitcoin.
I think so. Yeah, they would never buy Bitcoin.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the Germans, it was only seized Bitcoin what they had.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see if I'm right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it was mostly Silk Road, but definitely a lot of it. Crazy pants. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to sort of calculate at what point even just the idea that you'd be thinking about a strategic reserve of currency when the governments don't actually have to do that, right? But if they started doing it, I think it would be really interesting and frankly responsible, right? If you were making let's say that Bitcoin had 3 zeros behind it more than it does right now.
Yeah.
Might even need more than that, but just for the sake of argument, if I was running stuff and I could take 0.01% of the US government treasury and be throwing it into something like that, so that when there was another price shock or there was another pandemic or black swan event or whatever, you could basically have much less capacity for inflation. Still, you're dumping, no matter what, if you're going to put that stuff out there, that's more buying power, inflation's going to happen. And then of course, corporations are going to, rape everybody over the coals with profit taking, which they've definitely done. But even still, it could be an interesting sort of flip.
Yeah. I think that what happens is that it's a matter of scale. For a country like the US, I don't know if it's a good idea right now to use Bitcoin as a reserve. But I think that for El Salvador, for example, it's an amazing idea because it's a way smaller country with a way smaller economy. So whatever they will do is get a very nice return on their Bitcoin reserves.
Well, and I think it's an even better point because the countries that have been sort of necessarily exposed to the dollar for a long time, and how much that can be manipulated compared to very small market cap currencies in their own countries or whatever, they ended up using the dollar. Just being able to get away from the dollar, I think gets you're reducing the capacity for U.S. corporations, the U.S. government to control it. That just means that could be game changing for countries like El Salvador.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Blend it all and do not see these tokens.
You don't see these tokens. Let me go and double check my wallet so that I can tell you. And yes, you should have it. The token, it's called USD Anno, and the issuer is LP.nifty. So let me paste here what you should be receiving, and you should have it. That's the token, USD Anno.
Yeah.
And the issuer is LP.nifty.
Cool.
You must have it. It will say that the USD value is 0, but that's not true. You have to go and to have the real value, you have to remove it from the pool, and you will see the price. If you are an FTBlocks user, which I hope you are, you just go under your account and see my tokens, view balance and transfer, and there in your tokens you will see the USD Anno token.
Cool beans.
Because, that's something I realized here during the show. We should be reminding everybody that if they are going to swap tokens, use Wax on Edge. If you're going to trade NFTs, do it on FTBlocks. If you're going to launch a meme token, do it on LaunchBAGZ.
I mean,
but it's obvious, but sometimes we forget. There have been people asking me, who's behind the R1 token? It's Juan and the FTBlocks team. And somebody contacted me recently and told me, who developed the Betsy Me thing? Yeah, it's the FTBlocks team. So maybe we are not
and again,
I think explicit enough.
I think constantly being more explicit is always a good idea. Red, so this is important. So how do you remove from the pool? So this is Wax on Edge, Nifty Swap, LP, right? So you go to Wax on Edge, you go to the wallet, you go to open positions, which is kind of like it's a button in the row in the middle there. And then you'll be able to manage that position. That USD Anno position is a position on Nifty Swap LP, which you can access through Wax on Edge.
Yes.
And pretty soon you'll be able to access all of it from the LaunchBAGZ website, which was built by the Nifty team. I don't know if you guys knew that.
But this is very important to reiterate on this. The only way to remove this liquidity is through Wax on Edge. We are working already on a new interface to remove it. You will be able to do it from LaunchBAGZ also, but right now you have to go to Wax on Edge and do it from there. And to do it from Wax on Edge, you go to your you have to go to, if I'm not mistaken, to My Wallet. You check My Wallet, and there you see you have to go to Open Positions, My Wallet, Open Positions, and there you will see the tokens that you have.
What he said. Yep. Boo, yeah. Oh, they did pretty good too.
Yeah, they did pretty good. I think not as good as Winner, but it's a very nice.
I'm not mad.
Very nice return overall. Very nice return.
Yeah. Not bad at all. I ain't mad.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
What else you got?
I think on my side, nothing. Only a lot of optimism to build, to keep on building, and to do amazing things with LaunchBAGZ, Wax on Edge, and FTBlocks. And of course, the Nifty Show.
I mean, it's all one big happy birthday cake of insanity. Yeah, no, I'm in. Sign me up. I mean, we kind of did it. Right? Yeah. I think that's right. That's right. And tons of stuff planned for when we get back. We're going to be all rested. We're going to be ready to go.
Oh yes, but we still have but we still have a show tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, right?
We do. Yes, we do.
Okay, good.
We do.
Good.
What do we want to do with that? I guess I want to come up with more ideas. So either we got the tip idea. I'd love to see that fleshed out. Not sure I super understand it right now, but I like rock and roll. Who doesn't like tipping people? And Fafo, and yeah, I mean maybe Wrecked. I mean TC, it's sort of synonymous with TC. So that might be fun.
I think, controversy apart, I would love to see some politics related tokens launching on Wax. I think that brings a lot of activity and of course a lot of passion, discussion, and so on. But yeah, it can be fun. I don't know.
I mean, sure. Yeah, it's super fun living in the United States right now with all that stuff. It's great. It's super good. I mean, I think it's invariably true that where attention goes, this kind of energy and then meme token money is going to flow. So far be it for me to argue with whatever people want to do and play around with. I mean, that's the whole point, right? We're experimenting in this medium, and that has been a clear sort of thing that's happened with that stuff. So yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we could do the Fed version of the betting markets thing and just have it now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just have a couple different tokens, and whoever puts the most in the thing, and that pool is going to win or whatever, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
I got a pile of Trump NFTs. That's a choice.
I was dumb enough never to buy the Trump NFTs. I would have loved to buy them, make money, and dump them. Yeah, but no, I never bought.
For my mental health, I'm gonna stay out of that. But you guys have fun.
Yeah, no.
You guys have fun.
But it's, I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah, and honestly, if we can have some fun with it, then that's something. That's not nothing.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta like it.
Gotta like it, indeed.
I can't lie, I'm not surprised that TC managed to get some of that stuff though.
Yeah. What? Mention one thing where TC is not involved.
Nuclear physics.
Maybe.
Watch, I'm gonna end up being wrong. I know he's got all sorts of cool solar panels and batteries, and he's as much a real world atoms tinkerer as he is a fantastic Web3 tinkerer.
Oh, cool!
From what I've seen, yeah,
cool.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. All right, well, let's call it. We can figure out what we want to chat about tomorrow. Obviously, if anybody has any ideas for what we should include in our little experiment for when we get back, let us know.
Yes,
let us obviously know. We're going to have a bunch of time to brainstorm it too. So
yeah, and remember that that liquidity for R1 will be redeemable on Saturday, and the incentivized pools will also launch on Saturday immediately after releasing the NFTs.
Smart.
And mining should start while I'm gone, maybe this weekend or maybe on Monday. So yeah, we'll let you know. So pay attention to the Nifty Blocks Twitter. We'll be sharing all that alpha there.
Awesome sauce. He was just watching a video on nuclear physics. There you go. Color me the opposite of surprised. That is actually it's a fun thing to keep an eye on, though. I think the where they're starting to use AI modeling to run different variations of fusion reactors. If we get fusion to work it's effectively going to be free energy for the rest of time. The only worry we're really going to have after that is, how much heat having that much more electricity on the planet's going to be able to do. But like carbon sequestration is basically going to be, energy negative if we have fusion. You can fucking like build refrigerators if you have fusion to cool the earth if we really wanted to. Like the whole equation around the human use of energy gets flipped on its freaking ear if we make fusion work. And it's possible, it's going to break zero laws of physics. It's just a matter of figuring out how to make it work. It's really fun though, Juan. They're going to build like $1 billion toroidal magnets to have plasma that's many times hotter than the center of the sun to boil water.
That's interesting.
Right? Like it's always really freaked me out that like we can't find a better way to make electricity than fucking boiling water and having steam run a turbine. Really? But I mean, apparently not.
But I don't know if you ever saw this documentary about Bill Gates on Netflix. There's one chapter where he's talking about nuclear energy and how he invested in a company that was developing a very nice nuclear technology, and Trump was president by then. And when he started fighting with China, Bill Gates lost the deal to start implementing those reactors there and making the first tests of a very efficient way of generating energy. It was very interesting, very, very interesting.
Well, that is the opposite of surprising. Oh, sorry. It's never dull, though.
Look, this is sent at Trump. Boom, to me.
I hope he sent it to Juan. That's all right. I haven't burned anything in a while. I don't want that shit messing up my wallet.
Let's not get Corey started on politics.
Don't even. It's too early in the morning, and it's always going to be too early in the morning. Sorry. No, I'll just sell it and donate it to some local candidate who isn't a raging asshole. There you go.
Okay.
It's never dull. It's never dull. All right. Love you guys. I love the fact that we get to do this. I love how close we are to seeing some really amazing things start to happen. And that's, because of the energy that all of you put into to hanging out on the show and helping us with ideas and helping us red team stuff and test stuff out and find stuff that doesn't work and let us know. It's a big deal. So thank you guys very much for that. And Juan, thanks for doing this with me. Like it's fun. It's really cool to be able to fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. Yes.
Booyah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get out of here. Cheers, guys.